says, spank me. JTong88 says, hey, baby.
J-Tong.
JTong. Might be related.
Might be.
Very, very disturbing, actually. If someone would say, hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
And they were related to me, that's kind of disturbing.
Hey,
Dallas, what up? Some Juan 7. Hey, Crazy C, J68, thank you. I appreciate that. Tom. Victor Prieto on his Mac doing that Tong song. Let me make sure we turn off our phones. Zach Crawford wants us to bring that apple-ish. Fresh cut, brah. Okay. He does say bro. But it was like...
Oh, Kanye? Did you see the one, the Seinfeld one? Oh, my God.
Oh, dude, the Seinfeld Kanye one?
Seinfeld is so funny.
I wish we had it on hand just to play. It was gold. It was gold. Oh man. Okay. Whenever you're ready, tell me so I can tweet out the stream to the YouTube stream as well. Okay. What's up, everybody on the Periscopers?
I'm trying to make the YouTube show up on the front page here.
Okay. Take your time. Oh wait, what am I doing here? Hold on. Shift_B, we will talk about that. We will actually talk about. Yo, G-Flow, what up? What up, G? I know you. Bruh, remix. Carry on. Bro? Listen to the kids. I love that. What's the party's like? I don't understand, bro. That one cracked me up. Oh, man. Bro, Sept, Mr. Kiltro City.
I just emailed it, the YouTube link to you.
Why you gotta email me that, man?
It wouldn't let me chat it to you.
Really? It makes it so difficult.
Oh, wait, can I chat it in here? In the doc? I think I can.
Wait. The Coley Roy Show says, bro, you can't be stealing my mohawk. Really? You realize I've had this for like 8 years plus, 10 years even, honestly.
Yes. I know when I started here, you had it. When I worked for GameSpot, I
don't even. This is before all that America's Best Dance Crew stuff. All right? Oh, man. Hilux Taco asked what shoes I'm wearing today. Nothing too flashy. Just a little standard. Oh, no. I got to fix that. How do I fix that? Ugh. Nike Cortez action. Asian guy wearing Cortez. These are the most comfortable shoes. They're like soft leather, baby. They're my favorite shoes to get around with. Favorite shoe. Did I have a red streak before? Ain't no Rufio in here.
Rufio.
I get that a lot. Hey, Rufio. Hey, Rufio. Nice show, that's Rufio. Funny. If you guys don't know what Rufio is, you got to watch Hook. Like, seriously, there's people in the audience that have never seen Hook. Can you imagine that?
I can't.
It's like, all right, we got 200 in the room. We're going to start in about a couple more minutes. Just want to let you all know that we're going to ask where you guys are from. Actually, I guess I should ask them where they're from, where they're watching from worldwide. Worldwide.
Edinburgh, India.
Let me see your hearts. Give it to us.
Texas.
SoCal.
Bosnia. Whoa.
Oh, Adelaide, Australia. I got to do a shout out. Bangarang. Norwich. Someone said, F you, man. ATL. Dragon Con's going down this weekend, isn't it? Boogie down in the Bronx. Hotlanta. Pittsburgh, North Carolina, Mexico, Florida, Miami, Mexico. You guys are dope. Abe Costello still says, spank me, daddy. This is very awkward. Oregon. Hilux Taco. Live from Saturn. We've got Saturn tuning in. Saturn tuning in.
Nice.
We're universal, dog. Any other weird planets? Any other places? Mars. Mars in the house. Dylan Rydberg, Mars. Who knew? But wait, you want to see what I got from space? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ho!
Dude, I can't wait to play with that. I was thinking about it last night. I have to buy 2 of them.
I did buy 2 of them.
My kids are going to fight for them.
Hey, just like shoes, what they call one to rock, one to stock. Nice. Put one in the back. This BB-8, this is like all the craze yesterday.
Yeah.
It was insane. Okay.
What's up with that drone, though?
The Millennium Falcon drone?
Yeah, does it work pretty well?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like foam. It's small. I mean, at first, I feel like that drone, you'd play with it for like 10 minutes, and then you're like, okay, it just floats there. It's like really cool at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But this thing at least gives you some more playtime. And then I have nieces and nephews. They're going to love this. If my brother's watching, he'd be like, when are you going to give those to my kids? Come on, Uncle Bry. Uncle Bra?
150 a pop. Bam.
Boom. 150
Like,
scale of 1 to 10. How much do I
300.
like the BB-8? I think if you don't have nieces and nephews to play with it, you might get a little bored with it. But the coolest feature about this thing is that it has this patrol mode on it. Let me see if I can actually turn it on right now. It has this patrol mode on it, and then it just randomly
It just
goes
walks
around
right?
your room, your home, if it has a even surface floor, and like it doesn't necessarily map it out, but it knows where the limits are, like the walls it'll bump into them and stuff. So let's just. Are we streaming right now, homie?
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Okay.
live.
Let me just get this thing. Let me get this thing started, and then just to show people, just have a little quick fun with it, and then we'll get out of here.
It starts music every time.
Yep. Oh, here I can show them the app.
Oh, wait.
It's gonna sync. It's good. It's talking to the BB-8 right now. Greetings from Naboo.
Oh, Misa ya humble servant. Misa Jaja Binks. Okay, day.
Come on, sync up, dog.
Does it need Wi-Fi?
No, it's a Bluetooth connection.
Oh.
Did I even turn on my Bluetooth, honestly? I did. All right. At work watching this, Kieran, you're in trouble. I'll just see if I can get it going. But we can start the show.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Cool kids.
What's up, brah?
What's up, bro? Bro. Yeah, I'm happy about I didn't see who wrote that, but Sphero finally has a place for their technology, and it's exploding. I mean, this is the hot product for the entire holiday season. There's no doubt. There's
Yeah.
no doubt.
Every kid's gonna want that.
It's awesome. And people haven't even we haven't even
I
seen
want
what
it. I'm
we
not
haven't even
even a
seen
kid.
what he does in the movie
I
yet.
know.
That's what's amazing, right? Like everyone's
know.
like, "Dude, what is that droid?"
Yeah.
Dude, that's the new R2D2.
Yeah.
It's BB-8, bro.
I have an old school R2 from the 70s, like a little remote control one. Has a
Oh, nice.
lightsaber controller.
What?
Badass.
We had the original. I had the original R2D2 action figure, the Kenner one.
Yeah.
And then I remember me and my brother put it in milk when we were kids, and all the stickers just peeled right off. That thing's probably worth hundreds of dollars in mint condition. Okay, so everyone that's watching that has no idea, because there are people actually that I realize have seen this or are wondering what's going on here. This is our show. It's called Byte Extra Crunchy, and what the whole goal of this show is that by the time the actual Byte show posts, which is about a 5-minute show and has fun, a lot of new news comes out. Some people want us to expand our thoughts on what's happening or what we think about certain issues or news or things of that nature. So that's where the show is all about. It's just myself, Stephen Beecham, our producer extraordinaire, just hanging out, talking, having an organic conversation with you guys, just having fun and talking about the stuff you want to talk about. And, we appreciate you guys coming to the chat and everything. So there are times where you won't hear all the programming because this is, again, made to be an audio podcast. We just decided to stream this because,
Because
why
we can.
not?
We
Why
have the
not?
capabilities.
If only my mom was watching, we'd still stream this. Right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
We got some people watching.
Okay, can anyone identify what this shirt is? Come on. This got to
Man.
represent. Do you know? This is freaking Infinity Gauntlet Shaka. Infinity Shaka, all right?
I don't know what that is.
Like in Hawaii, they go like Shaka bra,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
hang loose, hang
But
right?
what's Infinity Gauntlet?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna educate you because you'll know about this. Do you watch the Marvel movies?
No.
Oh, see, that's
the only
why.
one I've seen is the Avengers, the first Avengers.
Well, then this is good. So in the Marvel movies, at least the storyline that they're following is there are these gems that have different abilities or powers. One's like the soul gem, one's the power gem, one's the space gem,
Oh, wow.
and they're all existing in this universe. This gauntlet is like a glove that ends up all of these gems.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's called Infinity Gauntlet. Now it's
Yeah.
yielded by basically one of Marvel's biggest baddies ever. His name's Thanos. He's
Uh-huh.
like a galactic. He's not a god, but he has godly powers.
Uh-huh.
And so he's the big bad that all these movies are intertwined and leading to.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I love it because Infinity Gauntlet was the series that got me reading comics when I was a kid.
Nice.
So I saw the cover and it's him holding his glove out, and then all the superheroes and bad guys are like around it
Uh-huh.
off of like the reflections of the gems. And I was like, what is that? And that's what got me into comic books. I think I was
Cool.
like in 4th grade or something like
Yeah.
that, 5th grade. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot. Infinity Shaka. If you're wondering where to go, lightsleepers.net. I just found the shirt online, and I'm like, this is amazing, and I got it. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Okay.
Ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. We got all that Apple goodness.
All right.
Oh, what was that? Was that
That
me?
was a chat. Someone chatting me.
Someone's chatting you?
Oh, Nick. He's asking me if I have any guitar pedals that I want to sell. I might, actually.
Oh, man.
He's a rock star.
He's awesome.
Nick. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Sure, I got everything right. From the top of the CBS Interactive building in San Francisco, it's the Apple Byte Extra Crunchy with your host,
What?
Brian Tong.
Whoa! What's up, everybody? Welcome to our humble abode. In the house, myself, Brian Tong, the producer extraordinaire, Stephen Beecham. You know what
Howdy,
we do
everybody.
here. Apple Byte Extra Crunchy. It's all about stories, the news, the happenings, but we expand upon topics. We have new news from the regular Apple Byte show. We take your voicemails. We throw in some fun stuff. This is the show where we just want to talk and expand more and just basically be able to talk more than we already do, right?
Yeah, all the Apple stories that fell through the cracks this week, Brian Tong sweeps them up and presents them to you.
I scoop them up and I dump them back out, and sometimes when there's no stories, we just talk about everything.
Yeah.
It's good. This is off topic, but biggest, hottest toy gadget. Everyone knows about the Force Awakens.
Yes.
Like toy release, which is insane, and they're like saying, "Oh, you got to go at midnight." And midnight. Like,
Did you go last night at midnight?
Hell no.
No? Did you order
I
it
set up
online?
my computer
Okay, cool.
online.
Nice.
But just to honor the Force Awakens, kind of set, we had to show off or at least talk about the toy that everyone saw, the BB-8. The
Dude,
BB-8
it looks
works
so
with an
cool, man.
iPhone iOS app. Also works on Android, for the record. We want to make people aware of that.
Yeah.
$150, rolls around. It's based off of a Sphero rolling ball robot toy, and now it has the personality BB-8. Pretty much the next generation's R2-D2 for this upcoming new trilogy. R2-D2's still there, but this guy is sick.
It is cool. So how does the head stay on? Have you figured that out? Do you have an idea?
I do know.
You know? Is
I was
it a
told.
secret? It's a secret?
No, it's the Force.
It's the Force.
It's the Force. The Force keeps the head on.
That's
It's-
crazy.
Oh.
You could take it off. Okay, that's what I was wondering if you could.
Okay, basically, it's magnetics,
Yeah.
but also there are these two like rolling balls on the surface of here,
Uh-huh.
so it allows it to roll with the device. So think of it like there's a hamster in here, not really,
Yeah.
and then there's a magnet on top that for the most part stays on the top part, and this thing rolls with it.
Did you see the variety video?
Yeah,
that they
the
did for
dogs.
dogs. It's
Very
so
cute.
Super.
Did you
cute.
see the CNET video we put out?
I watched that one like
Yo.
3 or 4 times.
2,100 shares
Really?
from
On Facebook?
yeah from
Oh my
and,
God.
and I keep my Facebook locked down from my Facebook.
That's crazy.
I don't even
From
like
yours?
Yes, not CNETs. I
Oh my god.
destroyed CNETs. Like I'm not
That's
even one to
crazy.
pimp, but I was like, what the hell? I never post stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
It's kind of insane. As of now, 2,100 shares. Booyah. Very popular. Okay. People are like, what the hell? I came here for Apple Byte
Yeah.
news.
Not
We-
Star Wars. Byte.
Not Star Wars. Not Star Wars Byte. BB-8 Byte. Byte 8. All right, so we're going to go over all the new and latest stories, stuff that we didn't cover from last week, but also stuff that we put some of these things in the show, most recent show, but we're kind of adding on more news, more stories to give you a bigger picture of everything. We're going to start with Apple TV. We're going to go down the line. A lot of people asked about, why didn't you talk about iPads last week? Well, iPads were kind of out of the equation, but now they appear to be back in the equation for this keynote because it's going to be a beast that Apple's pretty much releasing everything they possibly can here. So let's just start off with Apple TV news. The latest Apple TV 4, right? This is their next-gen box. The actual hardware has been revealed. Again, 9to5Mac has pretty much been coming up with 90% of the stories here.
Yeah.
It's insane how awesome their team has been. The Apple TV will come with an A8 chip, not the A9, but an A8 chip, which is vastly improved from their A5 processor, which is currently in the Apple TVs. It'll also have a black remote that'll match the tone of the actual box. The box will be larger in size.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. This one looks bigger on the right. It's a little
Yeah, well, they just
fatter.
scaled it up in Photoshop in this picture. That's not the actual
Oh, okay.
box.
That's just to pretend. Okay.
It's just a pretend. Also, the remote will have a touchpad area on the top of it. It'll have 2 buttons, physical buttons below it, which will be for the Siri button to activate voice control, much like Amazon's remote has that voice button.
Yeah.
You also have a home button, obviously, and then on the side, it's expected to have volume rocker. So it's going to be a thicker remote as well, not this
so you can control your Apple TV. Okay, I got it. Cool.
According to the reports.
Yes.
According to the reports. Also, Apple has been flirting with the idea of actually releasing 2 models, one with an 8 gig capacity, the other with a 16 gig capacity. Now, a lot of people are wondering, why would they do such a thing? Well, they're going to be hooked into the App Store, although this new Apple TV will be taking advantage of using the iOS 9 core. It's not running a true, pure iOS that we see on our phones or anything like that, but it has an iOS core, which allows them to compress the size of the files for apps to be smaller. But just think, if they're really going to try and cater this to be an app store, you're going to need more storage on some of these models. They've been debating the $149 price point and the $199 price point. According to 95Mac, BuzzFeed had said it'll at the very least start off as an entry-level model for $149.
That seems like a competitive price
for what they're trying to do.
Apple.
Yeah, coming from Apple and what they're trying to do, there's no way this thing was going to be able to make $99 just specifically because of the remote, in my mind. So there you have it. Also, another cool feature with the Apple TV, universal search. What does that mean? If you've ever played with a Roku box, you can type in a term, an actor, a movie. It'll tell you all the services that you can access that movie from, and whether it's free or whether it's paid, it identifies that for you, which is
that's
an awesome feature.
Super helpful.
So
sometimes I'm going through like, how much does this cost on YouTube? How much is it on Amazon? How much is it on here? It's like, it's a big pain in the ass.
It's super helpful.
That is super helpful.
So because it's running off of iOS 9's core, which if you've seen some of the beta developer releases of iOS 9, it has a lot of universal search where if I type in the term like carrots, when you swipe to the left in your Spotlight search, it also shows like, restaurants, addresses, locations, pulls up websites. So it does and apps across the entire device or gadget. So universal search will be part of the new Apple TV 4 as well. Now here's a really cool story that I thought, and I want to hear your take on this, Beecham, in a second. Apple working on exclusive content. Now this is an article from Variety magazine, or Variety, the news outlet. And in the report, it says Apple has been, we just haven't really heard about it, has been eyeing to move into original programming, a la Netflix, a la Amazon. What do you think about this, man?
I think they're way late to the party, man. Everyone's already been doing it. So, they have to jump in and get competitive with everyone else, too. And basically become their own studio.
This is something that my brother had talked about for years, probably like 3 years ago. He's like, if Apple wants to be unique about this service, and this is when we were all talking about the idea of a service, they need to have exclusive content, right? That's going to drive people there. Now, Apple is a big machine. The thing is, they've actually shown in this report that Apple tried to negotiate with the Top Gear team to potentially buy their show and put it exclusively on Apple's service. Not
that didn't happen. And who wound up getting them, actually, after all? That was just recently announced.
Yeah. Was it Amazon?
I want to say it's Amazon.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Netflix though.
No, it wasn't Netflix.
Who was it? Hulu?
Could have been Hulu. Yeah, Hulu's making big moves too right now.
Let's see here. So. Because this is a real real-time show. Maybe people know Amazon. People are saying Amazon. That's why Periscope is here.
Yes, thanks Periscope.
People are complaining like, dude, you talk to Periscope all the time.
I know. Do you get paid by Periscope, Brian?
Do I get paid by Periscope? No, absolutely not. Do I want to get paid by Periscope? Talk to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we? Yes.
Yeah. Periscope.
Yeah. Holla. You have my number because you have my Twitter account, which has my phone number in it. Therefore, you have my number. Call me. So, Top Gear going to Amazon. Also, if for people that are sports fans, are you familiar with Bill Simmons?
Yes.
So he got out of his contract with ESPN. He was looking for a home. Apple also approached Bill Simmons to do exclusive content for them. But he said no. I think as a content creator, you don't want to get locked in with Apple.
I don't know. I could see the PGA Tour teaming up with Apple because all their products are high end. It's like,
how about this? Yes.
You watch PGA Tour, it's like Mercedes.
That's a good demographic.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good demographic for that. All right, rich white guys.
Rich white guys. If you have content for rich white dudes, put it on Apple. Hell yeah.
But for other things, it wouldn't make sense to. I don't see people saying, "Oh, I'm only going to watch Bill Simmons' sports content on Apple TV, that actually limits his earning power,
It
no matter
does.
how much money they give him. I mean, the fact that the internet has democratized content, and if you really wanted to, at the end of the day, look at someone like Dan Patrick.
Yeah.
He has his own show. He puts it out on YouTube, clips on YouTube. You can watch it through other stations, but it's everywhere.
And he is ESPN, right?
He used to be ESPN.
What is he now? He's
Independent.
his own thing.
He's his
Dan
own
Patrick's
thing.
show.
Dan Patrick show.
Oh my god.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys are doing. Even like what's his name? That guy from Fox News. I forget his name. Real crazy guy. Someone will tell you in Periscope. But he did the same thing. Glenn Beck.
Oh,
he did the same thing. Just went totally independent.
Yeah, if you have a strong enough voice in a certain area, you can do that. I mean, maybe. Steven, you want to just want someone to take this equipment and just put it in a room somewhere?
I think there's a broken TriCaster somewhere we can fix.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk. We're just kidding, y'all. We're just kidding. But anyways, Apple working on exclusive content. I think this is a great idea. But again,
awesome.
I'm curious to see who they lure. What becomes a little more interesting to me, though, is the fact that Marvel is aligned with Disney, which is aligned with Apple. Okay, they're all kind of in cahoots with each other. It would be interesting to see. Marvel already signed that exclusive content with Netflix for the Daredevil show, which we love.
Yeah, big hit, huge hit show. Oh my god.
Who's your favorite character in that show?
You know what? I haven't watched that show.
What?
I'm just saying it's a huge hit.
I thought you've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you just like the actors.
No, I just know it's a big hit show, and like all the Crave casters were talking about it for like days.
You have Netflix. Do you have Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, no wonder.
Amazon Prime, baby.
I would give you access to my account, but I already gave it to one of our other coworkers. I gave Charlie access to my account because he works.
Oh yeah. Because you're allowed to give like how many?
5.
5.
You can do a shared account.
That's cool.
Anyways, okay, fine. I thought you were, but Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, those are the Defenders in the Marvel Universe. That's right. That's what's up for those of you that don't know. Okay. Those 4 are going to have their own universe intertwined on Netflix. It'd be interesting to see if Apple used their clout to eventually somehow get some type of Marvel property onto their service.
Yeah.
If they're really serious about exclusive content.
Yeah. It's just there's so many things out there. It's hard to keep track now. It's hard to keep up with all the stuff that happens. But CNET has great videos with like what's coming and going on Amazon and Netflix. You know, we have all that great stuff. So
Plug.
Go watch that stuff.
It's called Net Picks.
Net Picks.
It's
great
called
show.
Net Picks.
Yes.
Love the show. So, anyways, I love the idea about. I know we're talking about this. Content is always king, but we'll see what they can do.
Yes.
I don't know. They're gonna have to plop down a lot of money because Netflix has shown that they're hardcore investing in it. Amazon,
Apple's got the money, man.
Apple's
they
got
the
they're
money
sitting on
to
$200 billion.
Yeah, they can get some big time actors.
$200 billion.
Big time producers.
Do you want to talk about this next story?
Okay, next story. According to Mac Rumors, this is just a rumor because it's on Mac Rumors. But Apple is trying to acquire this firm called FaceShift, which allows you to put a camera in front of your face and it maps your face and then animates your face onto a character, which
like
is
an avatar, right? Like a video game avatar.
Yeah, it's really cool. Actually, there's this other app that I play with my son, and it's called Neato, and it does basically the same thing. But here, I'll fast forward through this video a little bit. But these people, they have a camera mounted on their face, and then as they talk and even like turn their head left and right,
and it happens
maps.
real time.
In real time with the character. And this Neato app that I've been playing with my son, it's kind of buggy, it doesn't work that great. But this looks like it's very powerful software running these
These
animations.
are fully 3D rendered characters. Now, people are saying, why? Why would Apple do this? Why would they potentially acquire this? Look, this is primed for multiple user profiles on devices. Forget the fact that you sometimes have to take away the technology of the way it's being displayed. And just from a pure facial recognition standpoint, Apple doesn't have anything truly, really like that in their pocket of tricks, right? So let's say you have an iPad that you share with your family. You walk up to it. It recognizes your face. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to map it to an avatar, but you have your face there, multiple user profiles based on your face. Why not?
Yeah, but not only that, but just for content producers, like independent movie producers and animators, this is an incredible tool to use. If you just want to go make a cartoon now, you could just act it out.
And make it an SDK or something, right?
It'd be so, like, someone is at the Cannes Film Festival this last year. They shot a video on an iPhone, right? And it's like a very big popular, I don't know the name of the movie, but it's critically acclaimed film. And they're shooting with an iPad. So all of Hollywood's like freaking out, like, oh my God, like we spend millions of dollars making these movies, and then this kid comes with an iPhone and makes this amazing film, right?
Yeah.
So now they're going to give the people this power to make an animated film with your own face in your bathroom if you want. I mean, it's crazy. So here, I want to show you this app, though. This is the Neato app that my son and I play with.
So for those of you who can't see this, obviously, most people, check out the app called Neato. It's spelled Nito.
Nito. You can get it on an iPad, iPhone. It's in the Apple Store. It's also on Android. But it puts like this grid over your face. You can see this woman. It's like this digital grid over your face. It maps your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. And then you talk, and then you can actually save these videos and send them to your friends too. So
you know what, Steven? That's pretty neato.
That's super neato, man. But my son, he likes to do it all the time. He's like, I want to play a Neato, and then he'll like pick out a face and talk in a funny voice and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
So we brought that up because we want to show the connection of how this might be implemented. I've got to imagine potential Apple TV functionality down the road. They don't have any cameras yet set up, but also really what we have cameras on phones, but specifically iPads and MacBooks.
Yes,
that'd be pretty cool for families. It's subtle. It's something that happens. It's not the sexiest feature, but it makes everything better. All right. Next up, people wanted to talk about iPads last week, and we didn't really bring much iPad news. Well, let me tell you, according to guess who? Who could have possibly broken this story again? 9to5Mac. The iPad Pro is planned for September 9th to debut, also with the iPad Mini. Now, I was able to confirm this with my own source, but you can't just go out and throw it out if you only have one source. Although, actually, a lot of times I'm sure people do that these days. But the iPad Pro, planned for September 9th. October pre-orders, around the end of October is when it's expected. November would be the launch. The reason why this is going to be a beast of an event, we're already talking about Apple TV. We're already talking about iPhones. The iPad Pro, there's two products that I'm super excited about at this show. iPad Pro, because I travel a lot. It's my number one buddy.
Yeah.
And then the Apple TV, although the subscription service is not there yet, it's super compelling.
Yeah, the iPad Pro, what's special about it? It's going to have a keyboard, right?
Well, here's some of the new things that it's going to bring. It has iOS 9, which people have seen, which now gives you like split screen functionality between apps. Also, there's a picture-in-picture video feature.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm watching a YouTube video. I pull it to the corner. I can go to a different app, surf the web. That video is still playing. That audio is still playing, but it's floating around on my screen.
That's awesome.
So you have that ability. It's going to have a faster processor. It's potentially going to have this Force Touch stylus to enable different actions and capabilities, as well as rumors have said that there will be some sort of a linked Bluetooth keyboard functionality to really make this as feature-rich as a Surface-type device.
I can hear all the Surface Pro fans right now. Surface already had that, man.
Yeah,
Surface already had that.
Yeah, man. They did, man.
They did.
People don't realize Apple does this all the time. Like, I hate it when people say to me, "Oh, I thought Apple thinks different. I thought they're the leader in innovation." They help to revolutionize certain product categories. They help to evolve certain product categories. But name me one product in the past 10 years that Apple made that no one had. It might be, I don't know if the iPod, no, there were MP3 players.
Yeah.
MP3 player, phone, tablet.
It's hard.
Watch. So, but they have the marketing muscle. They are also amazing at what they do. They make it easier to use. They make it sexier to use. Look at us. Look at how many Apple products we have between us. We're not bashing on them.
Yeah.
But it's just funny when people are like, meh. I'm like, I'm excited about a new iPad Pro. I'm excited about an Apple TV.
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually going to upgrade my iPhone 6S if it has all those things that the new one is going to have.
Yeah.
The camera alone, I'm going to be like, boom. Someone's like, when are you going to talk about iPhones? We will. But just to let you know, right? A9 processor in this new iPad Pro. Also, just another nugget with the iPad Mini that's going to come out. This is a iPad Mini Retina. The design has been slimmed down, according to reports. Also, both of these will have better stereo sound because of how they've placed the holes in the speaker location. So that's going to improve, which is actually a big deal.
That's
because
cool.
The iPad audio out of a single corner on the butt is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's the stupidest thing ever. So finally, who was it? I think it was Amazon and I think HTC that really brought real legitimate sound
totally. Yeah, the
to their
HTC
products.
phone. Yeah.
The phone and then the Amazon Fire Tablet, they had actual stereo sound that sounded awesome.
Yeah.
It was like Dolby digitally. Dolby Digital fine-tuned audio.
I mean, I listen to my iPad music. I listen to music on the iPad all the time, and I always want it to be louder, bassier, and sort of stereoscopic. But
So we have that. If you want to talk iPhones, my friends, the planned event now. Some new details from you-know-who. 7000 series aluminum. That is that stronger aluminum that has been used in the Apple Watch Sport. We know about that. The big thing here, though, is that it's been confirmed according to 9 to 5 that the capacities of the phones will still be 16, 64, and 128. Now, that makes sense from a price point standpoint, but it's kind of surprising that you would start off with 16 gigs with a 4K video recording phone.
Yeah, start at 32 at least.
Like,
I fill up my phone so fast.
I'm going to take a single video of someone kicking a ball, 10 seconds, my phone's filled, 4K video.
It's like
4K, whatever.
How many gigs would can someone tell us how many gigs is like 10 seconds of 4K video?
Well, if it was
Is
true,
it a gig,
if it was
maybe?
true 4K video, it would be huge.
Maybe like half a gig.
Yeah, I don't know what the Samsung S6 and I believe the S5 also, the S5 has 4K recording, but it's 4K. You can't say it's necessarily true 4K, but it's still 4K.
Can't tell you how many times I've been at an event or some playground or something, and I'm trying to delete photos because I got to get a picture of my kids doing something funny or something. I'm like, oh, I can't take a picture right now.
I was at the Warriors freaking championship parade, and I'm shooting videos of everyone. All right,
yeah.
Steph Curry's freaking float comes up, and Andre Iguodala, who has always been one of my favorite players. My phone says no storage, but what happens is even if you delete like 20 pictures, it doesn't really delete them. I was frantically taking panoramas, going ga, 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 right? Anything, panorama pictures, every video possible, like nieces, nephews, forget it, beat scenes, blah blah. Because I hadn't synced my phone in a while, so I had to still be strategic. I was freaking out. Dude, I did get video clips of them, but I was like, dude, this is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, I've just learned to go into my iPod and just delete albums, right away. Just start deleting entire albums, and that gives me space pretty quick. I'm like, I can just put this shit back on.
You've been there. You've been there.
All of you.
Everybody's been there. So I don't even care. Even if you have a 128 gig phone, you've been there because you just fill it up. You just fill it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't think about it.
You don't think about it until you have to think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, the pricing will still remain the same: $199, $299, $399 for the iPhone 6s. 6s Plus will jump up another $100, $299, $399, $499. The iPhone 5s, 6, and 6s are expected to stay in place, but those prices will drop accordingly, kind of how they've done it in the past. So that's how it goes.
Cool.
New iPhones, pricing.
And a new venue.
New venue, Bill Graham
Civic Auditorium, which is a bigger venue, right?
Huge venue. And
huge.
I think this aligns with this is a really good point, that you bring up. It aligns with the fact that they're going to release every product under the sun at this one.
It's just we're going to be in this room all day. Just like, okay, here comes the iPad. Okay, here comes the Apple TV. All day.
I'm bringing a bedpan. I think that's important.
Bonnie's bringing donuts. Donuts and a bedpan.
To continue with more Apple products, this will not be necessarily happening at the keynote. It might. We still expect to see some sort of speed bump to Macs, whether it's MacBooks. A report about iMacs bringing the 21.5-inch, that's the smaller iMac, will be bringing a 4K resolution sometime in October. That's a report that's coming out. The report also indicates that might still stay Broadwell, so we'll see. I want to see Skylake processors. This is the faster chips in new Macs, specifically MacBooks, but the iMac should get one too. We'll just have to wait and see.
4K screen. That's going to be a warm
resolution.
Screen. You're going to be able to put your hands up to it like a fire and keep it warm.
You could play a 4K video of a fire and put your hands next to it.
It's a good idea.
And it would be warm.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Give me a warm screen.
Give me a warm screen. Okay, before we talk about some other things, we loved what you guys did with all the magic Mike Mouse. It was so bad. It's so badass. So we wanted to, in celebration, because look, The Force Awakens just was announced and released. We also know that Force Touch is going to be a big feature with the new Apple products, blah, blah, blah. So we want to see your best Force Touch Apple mix, mash up, Photoshop stuff.
Please.
So all you have to do, listen very carefully. You can send them to our email at theapplebyte, it's spelled like the show is, at CNET.com. Or, well, I'm listening to some amazing music and I just want to fly away. Woo! Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I think that's good for the soul. Don't you think when you hear that, it's good for the soul?
It makes me want to, like, I played it for my kids the other day, and they both just went like, ah, like they got all excited. Like, it just gives you energy.
See, for us and many people, that's like when the beat drops.
Yeah. Or like a rave
at
or
EDC.
something.
At EDC. It's like, we hear Star Wars, let the beat drop.
Let the beat drop.
Let the bass drop. Let the beat drop. All right. So, yes, Force Touch, Apple, Star Wars. Give us your mishmashes, and we will show them on the show. We'll pick a winner. Last week was Jordan Richards. I didn't reach out to Jordan yet because I've been busy, but we're going to hook him up with a nice little iTunes gift card.
Sweet.
Courtesy of BTZ.
Nice.
Because
that's an awesome
we
gift.
got to show love. We got to show love. So, Jordan, if you're watching and listening, we got you. Okay, let's go to our phone calls. You want to hit our phone calls today?
Let's do some phone calls. All right. First call comes to us from...
Hi, my name's Jordan Richards from Adelaide,
That's
Australia.
Jordan Richards right there.
I'm just wondering if you know when Apple Pay will be coming to Australia as a mainstream payment. All right, thanks. Keep on Apple biting.
That's so funny.
Jordan,
we were just talking about it.
Honestly, I didn't even realize that.
I didn't realize it either.
Okay, so Jordan and everyone, all my Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yes, you know that. Good. Like I said, all my Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
All right. So in Australia, it's not as easy. It's a little more complicated than what's going on here in the U.S. and the UK recently received Apple Pay. All reports come to the fact that Apple is butting heads with the banks of how much money they should get based off of credit card transactions. Now, Apple wants 15 cents per $100. The issue, though, is that the banks there only get about 7.5 or 8 cents per $100 used for transactions. So, first of all, you have Apple asking for, like, U.S.-type numbers.
Yes.
The other factor is that Australia already has a level of a tap-and-go type system, so they're not dependent on saying, Apple, you're the only game in town, right? You're the new thing. They have their own kind of tap-and-go service with some products, whether it's their cards or whatnot. So that's another issue. And I think that when you combine the fact that, you know, Apple's doing that, they're not able to lock down the right pricing, and then there's not as much urgency, it doesn't make it as compelling for them to, you know, say, okay, we agree to your terms when they're probably happy with what they have right now. So there you go.
That is a tough one, man.
It's a quibble over fees and charges more than anything else. I hope, Australia, that you get that because it is awesome. Like I said, back in 2005, used it in Japan flawlessly. 5. Not 1-5, 5.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, dude. All right?
We're still trying to catch up here.
It's about time. So we'll keep our thumbs crossed for you. We really will. Okay, next call.
Next call is from...
Hey, what's up? It's Bowie from the East Coast of Canada. Huge fan of the show. My question is, I'm a student with a MacBook from 07 that just died. I just got a new MacBook with Retina and Force Touch from the Apple refurb store. Am I an idiot for not waiting for the new processor, the Intel processor? Also, how can I get the theme from the Apple Byte as a ringtone for my iPhone? That would be sick. Swatch smartwatch, swatch smartwatch, swatch smartwatch, swatch smartwatch, swatch smartwatch.
He nailed it.
Boom! Who was that again? What was his name?
Let me see.
Hey, what's up? It's Bowie from the East Coast.
Bowie.
Bowie's the man. That was legit.
He is the man, yeah.
Bowie is the man because he could say Swatch smartwatch, but he's not the man because, dude, Bowie, I've like said on my show like for the past month, don't get a laptop yet.
Yes.
Now, the main advantage of you getting a laptop now, which I understand is you got it refurbished, so you probably got it for around $200,
the smart thing he did.
$300. That was smart.
That is smart.
I'm glad you didn't buy a new one because then I would have really had to kick your butt. That would have been like horrible Apple, like worst Apple possible, like not even bad Apple, like dumb Apple. Oh,
I didn't know that was so loud. Sorry.
that scared the crap out of me, dude. That literally scared the crap out of me.
The fader was all the way up.
Wow. Okay, it's okay. I didn't know. I'm like red right now. Holy crap.
No.
So, anyways, I wish you waited, but guess what? It's not the end of the world. If he just got it, I think Apple has like a 14-day return policy.
Maybe, yeah. Even in the refurbs, I believe.
Even in the refurbs. My advice to everyone, though, is that if you can't wait and you need to get a laptop, maybe something because of a school reason or work reason, you just got to get one sometimes.
2007 till 2015, that's a good run. That's a good run for a laptop, man.
Yeah.
So you got your money's worth.
Hell yeah. So Bowie. Thanks for calling, man. But we appreciate your contribution to the SWAT Smartwatch contest.
Yeah, he's the winner. Actually,
he is the winner.
He just showed us. He did it like it was so nonchalant.
Yeah, it was a good pace. All right, Bowie. Thanks, man. Keep calling us. Keep watching. We appreciate it. Next up.
All right, one more call.
Hi, this is Jacob Baltazar from the Los Angeles area, and I was just wondering, how do you get invited to an actual Apple event? Like, I've always wanted to go, but I never know like how you get invited. So let me know. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, how to get invited to an actual Apple event. This is so a lot of larger outlets that have developed influence over time have been able to get invited. A lot of YouTube bloggers that have been able to get
bloggers,
like serious, that have been able to get a legitimate following. But we're talking about like millions. We're talking about like MKBHD and Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah.
We're talking about like Unbox Therapy. I think Techno Buffalo sometimes also. It just depends, right? So you kind of got to work your way up and get on that list. Now, if you're someone like me, you used to be invited, but because you keep it real, you no longer are invited to the keynotes. That's the truth.
Yes.
I used to go to all the WWDCs, which is fine. Like I'm not mad. It actually feels good to know that I'm doing my job. So that's why I don't get invited. But then this leads me to my other point, which is that we have our live coverage.
Yeah.
September 9th, starting at 9 a.m. The keynote starts at 10 a.m. But here in our studio, we take your live calls, we take tweets, emails, everything. It's like fully interactive. We talk about everything before the show. After the show, we kind of recap and then also get your opinions. It's a real live, free-flowing conversation.
We have people inside the show. We have a camera outside the building. It's pretty intense what we do, actually.
It's like Super Bowl coverage,
yeah,
basically.
It's like Super Bowl coverage.
Except it's like us in the small room.
Yeah.
But we deliver the goods. So you can watch that. People are asking, where's the phone number that I can dial? I forgot to tell you guys our freaking phone number to voicemail. So if we don't get any more voicemails for next week, it's my fault.
Here it is.
It's my fault. Phone number is 1-800-616-2638.
Give us a call.
That is specific to the Apple Byte Extra Crunchy, okay?
Yes.
When we do the live show, it'll be a different number, which I will not say.
You want to see that one?
No. I don't want to. I don't want to.
We don't confuse everybody.
No. We don't. My mom might call it. I don't want to confuse her. 1-800-616. I can't do this. 26. How do you do that?
Opposite. There you go.
Can't do it.
It's all backwards.
So, anyways, that's the number. Call us. Leave your voicemail. We'd like to hear your name, where you're from, and get your question. We like that.
Yeah.
So
those calls that we just had were perfect calls.
Those were actually very good
excellent calls.
I hate it when people don't tell us who they are and where they're from because I like to, it's kind of makes it feel a little personal.
Yeah.
Now I definitely know Jordan Richards.
Jordan, the winner.
Jordan!
Magic Mike Mouse winner.
Magic Mike. And it's appropriate. Mike, Magic Mike, Jordan, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan Richards.
Michael Jordan's a man.
He's amazing. Okay. I think that's going to do it for this week, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for coming out here, hanging out with us. For people who are live, people who are listening on their car ride home, this is the Apple Byte Extra Crunchy with myself and
Stephen Beecham. Thank you guys for watching.
Booyah. We'll see you guys next week. We'll talk everything after the Apple keynote. It's going to be real interesting. See ya.
Whoops. There we go. Cool.
What date again?
Friday.
Sinoff Duval, the keynote is September 9th.
September Wednesday, which is that's pretty typical, right?
Yeah.
Do they usually do it on Tuesday?
Yeah, for people watching on Periscope, the reason why you guys can't hear when Beecham talks is because Periscope is just
Like
from one
5 feet
device.
away.
Yeah, he's over there. It's on one device. We just wanted to deliver whatever we could for you, and if you want to hang out, you can. If you don't, we understand. It's all good. It's all good. Anthony6132, what's up? Can I make you a sandwich, Frank Decker? No. Is that a didgeridoo?
Yeah, this is for Jacob Richards. I was trying to cue this up while you were talking about him.
That is...
Or Jordan Richards, sorry.
Did you say Jerry Richards?
I said Jacob. Okay, check this out. Check out this girl.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm not even paying it. Whoa.
Yeah. That's not easy to do, man. Didgeridoo.
That is not easy to didgeridoo.
You have to breathe in and breathe out simultaneously. It's very hard to do.
Well,
it's
if anyone
art.
can, she can.
She's doing it.
We're gonna keep this above the waist for like 2 seconds.
It's pretty good.
Awesome. Still ride that hoverboard? Yeah, I still do. I mean, I have it in my office. It's fun.
We were just talking about that before the show.
They're not called. We
They're
shouldn't
not
technically
hoverboards.
call them hoverboards, though. Just
Yes.
being real. Just being real. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Periscope. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. I'll just put I think I'll put up one of my devices and just leave it running so you can join in the live show or not. Okay. Take care. Peace out.
See you guys.
Booyah.